Liverpool have it all to do. They played well in this game, there's no question about that, but they failed to take their chances, and Barcelona took theirs, starting with Suarez in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fantastic goal, a great move. This is how Barcelona scored their goals, getting their ball out wide to the left-hand side. Alba, an overload, comes from behind this time. It's a fantastic run from Suarez. But again, we said earlier, I think you watch it here and you watch Virgil van Dijk, he sees him all the time here. Looks over his shoulder.
You have to finish it, Dario, because the pace of the ball, it comes in front of you, it comes bouncing a little bit. You have to make the perfect touch to go over the keeper. The keeper is waiting for you to touch it, and he is exactly in the same moment, touch it just a little bit to go over the keeper. It's a fantastic finish.
There's no doubt, it's an exquisite finish, but if you communicate as a defender there, Virgil van Dijk's got to control Matip in front of him to stop that ball coming in that area.
Yeah, after that, Liverpool got very much back into the game. The first half of the second half, they were very dominant, weren't they?
Yeah.
But then Barcelona crept back into it, and then it was all about Messi, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've seen it started very quiet, walking around, just checking the position of the teammates, and then receive the ball where he likes the most, in the middle of the park, in the pockets. I think it was tackled from Fabinho from behind, pass the ball, and the rebounds arrived to Luis Suarez, hit the post, and well,
I think most players there would have headed that in. He's probably the only player I know that actually would have chested that and knocked it.
It's the confidence in his touch. Any part of his body he feels he can get the ball under control, and invariably he does. And listen, at this point here, this is when you've got to say, the experience comes into play as a team. No more goals, but it's different. It feels like a current in the sea that's just taking you, and you get dragged down. It's just, you can't help it. When a stadium like this, the emotion of it, they just drag you in, and then all of a sudden it's 3-0, and it could have been 40 and with Dembele's chance.
You were talking along about sometimes it's we're honoured to have been this
I feel blessed.
venue tonight to see a special moment, 600th goal for Barcelona, and what a goal. What a free kick.
Well, we were stood there
and
going,
it's his 8th direct free kick this season.
We were there going, it's too far. I don't think I've given him enough credit. First time I saw it, I said the keeper could have done it, maybe. Listen, that's right in the top corner there. From the distance he's hit it, without much of a run-up as well. I mean, exquisite.
You can run more, you can jump higher, but it's just impossible. You've seen, I mean, you know Alisson is a fantastic keeper. He's been brilliant the whole season, and he doesn't arrive. He's top corner. I mean, impossible to stop.
You think he just flicked Gomez's shoulder, don't you?
Yeah, it just touched his shoulder.
Which probably stopped it going right in the top corner.
Yeah. But I mean, as I said, I said beforehand as a game, he decided to take over this game, and that's how good a player is. He can decide that, and there's probably only 1 or 2 other players ever in the game that could do that.
Yeah. I think we've got some more angles. I've just been told we might as well have a look at them. I mean,
yeah, not going to get bored of this, are we?
It's difficult to say many more things. Like you said, it's the 8th goal of him in the whole season from free kick side. I mean, it's
astonishing number.
It's unbelievable. If you check the stats, not many players can score that many goals from there. And we've seen all different kinds. Top corner, underneath the wall, all kind of different ones.
600 career goals. Just let that sink in.
And it's amazing, Ronaldo got his 600 career goal at the weekend. I mean, these two, certainly in terms of goals, they push each other on, there's no doubt about that. Liverpool many times had real opportunities to score, not half chances,
no,
proper chances.
And the credit to them, they created chances, and their game plan was great. They were hitting on the counter-attack. This was Gerrard-esque, that ball from Henderson. But this is a difference. The top level, the cutting edge, being potent at this level, you have to finish them chances. And listen, this Liverpool team, they won't sleep tonight based on the chances that they missed, because they were clear-cut at crucial points in the game. Yeah,
it was a fantastic cross from Henderson, and not clear touch from Mane.
But here again, I thought Salah at times was unplayable. I mean, this is a great chance. We've seen Milner put these balls in the top corner.
Good save.
Nice height today as well.
Yeah, he's a top-class goalkeeper.
He's not the only one he done today. He's done like 3-4 good ones. One I remember, it was
down low.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And the one I think you were mentioning a little bit more effort, because the keeper is like an easy ball from a fantastic play from Salah.
Milner's got to work him harder there. He's running onto that full pelt. Maybe adjust his feet a little bit.
Klopp knows.
But that's the reaction of someone that knows. You're not going to get many more of them chances, and in the end they did.
Well, they did. They had another one. I mean, Salah right at the end as well, didn't he? That
hit the post.
This was when it was 3-0, straight from the kickoff.
But this is what you're going back to Anfield. If they nick a goal here, this is a different game. Going Mane again, who was good today. But you've got to finish this. I mean, Salah.
This one has to be.
It's a very good chance on his left foot. It's probably a goal.
He was so good tonight, Salah. As well.
I loved watching him today. He was up for it.
But this is a glaring miss.
Yeah, it was a bit the right foot. I raised up a little bit late, too wide, but again, he has to be in. He has to be in because he gives you all the hope for the next game.
Perhaps trying to be too precise there. Just make sure you hit.
He saw a lot of players in front of the goal, so he tried to put it on top.
And we're still trying to work out how you ended up 3 down. That wasn't a fair reflection of the performance.
Okay, football is like this. It's about scoring goals and all that stuff. And they scored 3 and we scored none. So that's how it is. But the performance was really good. The boys played a super game, to be honest. And it's then against a side like Barcelona, they a few moments are to give them obviously the opportunity to do so. They, what can I say? I'm really happy with the performance. That's how it is. Of course, not too happy with the result, but we have to take that now. That's football, and we know that longer. You don't give a grades or something like that. You only the hard result, and we have to accept that, and we do that, of course.
They took their chances, but you didn't, of course. You had one off the line, Salah at the post, Mane had a chance. I mean, that was the difference, was it?
Yeah, of course. So but that's then how it is. What can I say? It's difficult to. It's easier to talk about goals. Ball is in. Bring them up. How we created the moment. It's outstanding. How we caused them problem. We controlled the game so good in the second half, especially we had the ball. But then we look for one time. Bad defending, being 1-0 down is already hard, but not a big problem usually, and that's how we went out in the half time, analyzed the first half, told the boys what they can do better and what they have to do again. Going out then and then the game, how we played it, I don't know if we can play it much better, to be honest. And you have that one moment, the ball goes to the crossbar, and the situation. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but then it's Messi, I think, there, very easy goal. And the other one is then a wonder strike again. So that's how it is. I think Ali was there, and each other ball he would have saved, but that ball was obviously unsavable. So that and go to Newcastle.
It must be pretty despondent in the dressing room right now.
Yeah, there's no part in the dressing room. That's true. So, but I told the boys my view of the game. So, and that's how it is. We made our experiences. We always learned of it. That's how it is. But they obviously have much more experience. You saw that in moments when they wanted to stop our rhythm, stuff like that, going down. All that part of the game, and we cannot change that. I think we reacted well in all these moments. So it was these 3 moments. Maybe they had another chance, and then the counter-attacks, how we defended the counter-attacks in life. Wow, I have a big heart. I love this. But how is it now? It's the game is over, and whatever I say will not change the result. So, and that's what we have to accept.
But you can change the result in the return at Anfield. It'll take something superhuman, of course.
Oh yes, we will play again. That was the plan. So and then we will see. But it's of course we made our life not easier with that result. But still, our people will be there, But we don't have to think about that game now. In 3 days we play against Newcastle, and that's much more important.
Thanks, Jürgen.
You're welcome.
Passes, isn't he?
Yeah, because it's always trying to find the most difficult one, or at least the one is going to damage the most the opponent, and that's why he risks too much. But if you want someone to risk, it has to be that left foot that he's got, and the most of the time it will work, and some other he won't. But every time that he works, I mean, it's just fantastic and beautiful the way he plays.
The things he does with the football, and his vision and his awareness of everything around him is just it's quite extraordinary.
Running at this pace with bodies all over the place, with his head high, and he always seems to release the ball just at the time when the defender is stretching, can't get back. I mean, that's the goal that just put the dagger in the heart there, the free kick. But his touch again, look, in such small areas
exquisite.
there, you don't see that. You don't get that. I mean, he's playing a different game to everyone else, and what I love about him is he doesn't show emotion. He don't let no one know where he's at, and he's unplayable, man. It's just ridiculous.
It's a massive week ahead for Liverpool. They've got a mountain to climb in this particular clash in the second leg, but that is sandwiched between 2 huge league games, and I mean it would be heartbreaking for Liverpool fans if they won nothing this season, considering the magnificence that they've performed at for a lot of it.
Yeah, definitely amazing. And to be honest, the thing that concerns me the most, of course, is a 3-0 is hard to get. You got another chance, but this result doesn't affect the players, because another massive game that you can lose at the weekend, and at the end you're a human being and you feel, and this is a massive stadium. You've been running, you've seen the effort that they don't do it for 90 minutes, and they have to do it again in 3 days with a flight. I mean, hopefully they can recover well and they can arrive to Newcastle and do a good performance and get the 3 points, because like you said, this team deserves something this year.
They certainly do. Coming up after the break.